Hi guys. So in this video I am going to cover this question, that is regular expression matching. So let's start. It comes under hard category in lead code. So let's see how hard it is. So you are given an input string and a pattern P. Okay. And you have to implement a regular expression matching with support for dot is stands for matches any single character, and star stands for matches zero or more of the preceding elements. And you are having three examples here. So it's clearly visible that why this is false, because a not equals to a, so its result is false. Double a star, so a star stands for either zero or any number of occurrence, so can be possible, so it's true. Similarly, AB, so dot stands for A, star stands for B, so true. Okay, so it's clearly visible that why this is true or false. Similarly, here it is false. So let's see how to uh, solve this question. So first take one example so that you have to approach this question first. Okay. So these are the two strings. Let's take this one is a string, okay, and this one is a regular expression, what we call a regex. Okay, so in this example you can see that a is not equal to c, so star is there. So in star either we can take zero elements or we can take any number of elements, so we are taking zero here. So फिर a will match a star double a bb. Okay, so you can clearly see what's the message inside star here, what's the meaning of star here. So uh, if literally if you want to solve this question in Java, then it will be really easy for you. For example, let's see how we are going to use inbuilt function. So let's see. Then we will talk about some more approaches how to solve this question. But first, let's see how to solve this question using inbuilt regex in Java. So s dot matches p. So this is a inbuilt function in Java. Here it will be string, here it will be regex, and it will return you the true or false, whether it's equal to true or false or not. So let's see. Okay, so if you will submit this, okay, so here you can see that this question is correct. So this is an easy question if you are using an inbuilt function in Java. And let's see how to solve this question using recursion. I will use C++ as C++ is my favorite. And if you want the solution in Java, then please use comments if you guys want solution in Java. So let's solve this question in C++. I will also provide my Java link in the description, so where you can use that also. So let's see how to solve this question. Okay, so I am going to solve this question in C++. Let's see. So since this is a uh, solution, this is a question in which I am going to use some recursion. So basically this is a recursion question. So let's see whether this is a recursion question or not. I'm going to use recursion to solve this question. Let's see how to solve it. Just follow my approach. You will find it easy. Return solve s, and here I have to give the index of s, means starting index of x, and ending starting index of p. Okay, so this will give me a function called solve, which will return whether our string matches with the given regular expression or not. Okay, so now to create one function called solve string s int I, that will be the starting index of string s, string p int j, that will be the starting index of regex, that is p or pattern. Okay, if j equal to if j equal to p dot length, and s dot I equal to s dot length. Okay, so you will see here how to I am going to use so basically I am going to tell you the approach what I am going to use in this question. Okay, so basically let's see how to do this. So what I am going to do, I am solving this question using recursion. Okay, so if ij equal to p dot length and I equal to s dot length, return true. Means we ended both the string. Okay, else if if I is less than s dot length, if si equal to pj and or sorry or pj equal to dot. Yes, dot means only one character. So either si equal to pj or pj equal to dot, it will return you true. Okay, I don't have to return right now. Why? Wait, I'm creating here one answer equal to false and make it true here. Okay, else. Okay, one more thing now. Okay, so you have calculated dot. Now there is one more unique character is there, that is known as that is called star. So let's see how to do this. If j plus 1 is less than p dot length, okay, and pj equal to star, then what can we do? Means if star is given, then either we can see this example, either we can go back to my previous string or we can jump to our next string. Means if we will jump to our next string, means we are taking the si, means we are taking the previous string. So there will be only two conditions here, that will be return solve si I p j plus 2. In this case I am not taking the first string, like here c is not taken here, so this is the first string, or we can take the previous string that will be stored in answer and solve as I plus 1 okay, I plus 1 p j. Why I am taking here j? Because star will repeat itself. You don't have to go after j, because if I going after j means you are going to a, you don't have to go for a, you have to repeat until or unless si not equal to sj. Okay, or else return answer, or if not equal to star, then we have to directly return answer and solve s I plus 1. This is a simple recursion calls p j plus 1. Okay, so you will get the answer here. Okay, this is simple recursion. This is the important step that you have to understand what I am going, what happens if you are taking that for current character of that string, then you have to go with this. If you are not taking the current character, then you have to jump the star, means you don't want that character anymore. Okay, so this is the trick here or important step, but there is one problem. You are going to do this in recursion, then our recursion stack will full, so we have to memorize it. Basically it's a db question and I have used recursion here, and then I will memorize it, so it will be a uh, db question. Okay, this is the basic approach to solve a db question. because if you are directly going for top down or bottom up, you won't understand how to do this question. But if you are thinking after recursion, then it's easy for you to solve this question. Okay, why I'm initializing it with -1? Because here it will return either 0 or 1. Okay, so if with I or j not equal to -1, then I will return with of I or j. Okay, else if it's equal to -1 means we haven't visited yet. With I j equal to, just put in bracket the entire thing. Here also is I j. This is a simple approach. So here with ij will contain -1 if not visited, or 0 or 1 in case of visited. Okay. Okay, there is certain compilation error, so I have to check this why. Okay, here I have to put equal to. Compilation error is also there. Okay, size of dp. No, size of ways. Okay, there are certain mistakes that I don't like, but still. Oh no. Okay, there is some error. If this I is a, okay, not equal to -1, then return this I is a. What's error here? What is not valid? Okay, I have to take here int. Then it will be easy for it to store -1, 0 and 1. Okay, so finally I think it will pass. So this is a simple recursion function. Okay, wrong answer. Why? Why it's wrong answer? Let me check. I don't like this. Wait. Return with I is a, if j equal to p dot length, then. So here's the mistake. What I am doing, I am putting here pj, but it will be. Wait, it will be pj plus 1. Run this code. Now it will pass. Okay. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you have any question or query, just ask in comment section, and thank you.